Hello, good morning. As we finished four components in training in sports like strength, endurance, speed, and flexibility. While taking the training of these four components, we automatically will develop the coordinative abilities. Coordinative abilities means you are connecting with the mind and nervous system. The coordinative abilities are those abilities of an individual which enable the individuals to do various related activities properly as well as efficiently. Our accuracy, rhythm, flow, and consistency depend on our coordinative abilities. While taking the training of speed or endurance or a flexibility or strengthening, you need to coordinate your body parts along with your nervous system. If you want to do any one skill, you should connect with your nervous system and do, then only your accuracy will be improved. And you are coordinating with your whole body parts, not only with the nervous system. If you are throwing the ball, that means that there is no part of legs movement in throwing. There is a part of legs movements also in the throwing while throwing the ball with your hand. Learning of a skill or a learning of a movement that's depend on your good coordinative abilities. How good you are in coordinating with yourself, your body parts, that much faster you can learn the skill. There are so many types of coordinative abilities in sports. We are going to learn 5 to 6 coordinative abilities which is important for us. Okay. In that, first one is orientation ability. Orientation ability means determine the position of the body and its parts in time and space in relation to the gravity, moving objects like ball, opponent, partner, and playing field. Its ability to analyze the change the position of the body in time and place relation to the field and action and more objects. That means that in a fraction of time you should know which side you need to move, how to escape from your opponent partner, and what move you need to do. That is comes under orientation ability. If in basketball you will use the crossover to overtake the defender, the same way in the football also, if there is 2 to 3 defenders, if you are going in a straight way, you need to take the curve and take or back or passing the ball to the next is a fraction of second. You need to decide yourself what to do. That is comes under orientation ability. Next one is reaction ability. You know the reaction abilities already we learned in the speed and endurance. Simple reaction, it is two types again. That is simple reaction, reacting to the well-known signal. Last time we'll take this example of athletics, starting position, and tennis or basketball, jump ball. We discussed. Simple reaction means in badminton, you know that opponent will serve to you, and you need to ready for receiving. That is come no knowing signal. You know that already service is coming. That is knowing signal. The same way, when you react to the signal, then you push the cock shuttle to the opponent, and the opponent maybe give a drop or a smash for your replay. So that replay may be an unexpected one. That is called complex reaction. Complex reaction means it's a counter to your action. That's called complex reaction. This is about reaction abilities. Next one is coupling ability. Coupling ability is the ability to complete the movements of different body parts for performing perfect sports movements. This ability is very significant for approximately all sports, but especially in team games, gymnastic and competitive sports, boxing, wrestling, or maybe. See, here all the whole body parts like head, upper body, lower body, hands, limbs, everything is involved in coupling abilities. Like if you are doing a set shot or you are going for a jump shot in a basketball, see, you need to know how to which angle you need to go, how much down you need to go, how much come up, and the angling of elbow and follow through. Is see execution is comes from the base, starting position, stance, and taking a position of hand, elbow, and elevating the ball into the air in angle. And when elevating the ball into the air, in which angle you need to elevate, that's connecting to the nervous system again. This all comes under coupling ability. If you take the boxing, see, if opponent is punched on you with the right punch, with right hand, you need to escape from his punch by bending down, and same time you need to move your standing position into different position and cross the legs and take a punch from the left. That comes under whole body parts you are using to take the reflection ability. That's mean that you are connecting with your mind what to do it. You need to first escape and take the crossover and punch from other one. This means you are connecting with your mind and all the body parts. It's the same way if you come to the volleyball smash. Once booster lift the ball in the air, the spiker should ready to smash the ball by taking the approach, jump, connecting with the ball and follow through action. This all comes under coupling ability. Coupling ability means you are coordinating whole body parts along with your nervous system. That is called coupling abilities. The fourth one is balance ability. Very well known about this. Without balance, you can't do any activity. Like walking also, you can't move forward because you need to balance. Ability to maintain equilibrium both in static and dynamic condition. If you are standing in one position, is called static position. If you are moving from one place to other position or doing moving movements, that comes under dynamic conditions. See, if you take the skating, normal condition you can balance easily, but when you take the skating, you need to stand on the skates. Standing on the skates, balancing is most important while doing the skating exercise. At the same time, gymnastics, there is a more flexibility. Without a flexibility you can't go for a gymnastic exercises. This all comes under balance. Balance is there in each and every activity. Without balancing you can't make anything. But coming to the individual activities like gymnastics, this one skating, is more important how to balance yourself. This is comes under balancing abilities. Next one is rhythmic ability. Ability to understand the rhythm of movement to execute the movement with required rhythm. Some activities like gymnastics and figure skating, synchronized swimming is required in music. According to the music, they'll perform their skills. So rhythmic ability is more important for these activities. Some activities like if you are taking the tennis, shuttle badminton, basketball, whatever, we will not use the music here because when you use the huge music or light music also, they'll get disturbed. They don't know how to coordinate themselves in the team. But in this rhythmic activities, we need a music. According to the music, they'll dance. Even dance comes under rhythmic ability. They will perform the movements according to the rhythm of music. Next one is adaptation ability. Adaptation ability is the ability to adjust or change the movements effectively on the basis of changes or anticipated changes in the situation. Exactly. Adaptation ability, you should know it. See, example, I will take the basketball. You try to go for a layup shot and in a fast break, fast break you are try to go for a layup shot, but opponent is following behind you. Then what you do it? If you take the layup shot, he may tap the ball. So immediately you will need to collect your nervous system and take a pause, go for a set shot. That is comes adapting the change. If you tried for layup shot, if you go for layup shot, he will tap it. When you pause yourself, the opponent will go forward. Again, you can take the shot very easily by standing a set step. That is come adaptation. Adaptation means moving from one skill to the next skill and according to the situation. This is all about the coordinative abilities which we are learning in the training in sports. And one more we have that we'll learn tomorrow, which is, let's see, which is like circuit training. In circuit training, we'll learn about all the five components like strength, endurance, speed, flexibility, coordinative abilities. How it will be improved in a circuit training. We'll discuss about in the next class. Thank you.